In this video, I'm highlighting work from home jobs that are easier to get into because they don't have an interview process. All you do is pass the assessment, select the opportunity, and get to work. Stay tuned. Options in this video are going to be independent contractor roles where you're able to set your own hours, select opportunities that you want to work for. These are pretty much the type of opportunities that are easier to get into and don't require an interview. The first option is with Working Solutions. Now with Working Solutions, they tell you right up front, go ahead and select a work from home opportunity to learn more about it. And they do also hire outside of the US, but they also show you right up front how much time it's going to take to apply and to get started. So you want to go ahead and start off with creating a profile. You'll need to add some information about your experience, take some assessments, which lasts about 30 minutes. They're going to scan your computer to make sure that it is compatible to be used on their platform. And then you'll choose an opportunity to get started. Now, you have to pass the assessment in order to move forward with Working Solutions. You can take a look at all of the different openings, but let's just peek into a couple of them right here. This is for Intuit TurboTax. They are looking for customer support reps for this role, and it is a temporary role because it is simply for tax season. So in this role, you do have the capability to set your own schedule just like any other role working with Working Solutions. And again, this is the steps here that they're showing you to get started. You earn 30 cents per talk minute. So that's how they pay. They pay 30 cents or more per talk minute. If you're bilingual, you get paid 31 cents a minute. And they have some incentives as well. So contractors on this program who meet or exceed their key metrics, on average, they'll earn around $20 an hour plus peak incentives. They do have skills that are listed here that you're going to need for this particular role. You're going to need to have a sincere desire to assist customers, be tech savvy, have an ability to multitask and to navigate multiple systems, communicate with a friendly tone, and you'll be working in a quiet, uninterrupted space, have an organized desk area, professional appearance for whenever you do have to be on camera. They give you information about your technology requirements, and they'll give you some more information about your start date and all of the contractual obligations. And once you get past that assessment, you'll go ahead and get started. Now, it looks like with Working Solutions, that's the only opportunity they currently have. But if this is not a right fit for you, you maybe want to wait a couple of months or another month. If you are still looking for work, come back to the website, see what's available. They're constantly opening up new contracts for you to work on. Typically working with these types of companies, you will work on a contracted basis. And a lot of times once you've worked one contract, when that contract ends, you're able to jump into another opportunity. So if you're looking for freedom to be able to set your own hours, to skip the interview process, be able to have a little bit more control over the hours that you work and ultimately your earnings, then Working Solutions may be one option to consider. Up next is an opportunity to work with NextRep, and they are similar to Working Solutions as all of the companies are today. Again, these companies allow you to work independently, being able to set your own schedule. As you can see here, you're able to earn money with the freedom to be able to set your own hours. And with that freedom, you're able to do more of the things that you love. So with NextRep, they have opportunities in several different areas. You can work in customer care, inbound sales, outbound sales. This is opportunities for stay-at-home moms, for retirees, military spouses, or pretty much anyone who wants to have more control over the hours that they work. Now, you'll be supporting products and services and engaging with customers through channels that you're comfortable using. These industries and services include food industry, fashion industry, music, automotive, electronics, health, travel, hospitality, education, and the nonprofit sector. You'll have channels that are supported by phone, chat, email, text, and social media, so you'll be conducting the business of customer service through any number of these channels. Now, you'll be definitely working with brands that you can be proud to represent, like AAA, Glossier, Priceline, Sweet Green, Vroom, and Newell brands. So joining the Next Rep Marketplace is simple, takes only 3 steps, and takes about 45 minutes of your time. So after you click the work from home link, you'll be asked to complete a marketplace registration process. Once that's done and after you get registered, you have an opportunity to schedule a call with a marketplace coordinator at a time that works for you. This is simply a 10-minute call. It's not really an interview process. They will call you at your selected time, and during that call, you'll be matched with a client and given the next steps for getting started. So let's take a look at the what to expect portion of the website to see what we can really expect when we get started or when we're getting started with NextRep. So after joining the marketplace, their contractor launch team will help you to hit the ground running. They'll coordinate with you to complete all of the necessary paperwork. There is a background check that's necessary, and I do believe you're going to have to pay for that because these are independent contractor roles, and in these roles, you're pretty much your own business, and so you will have to pay for this. It's probably about $20 to $40. Once that's taken care of and you're all clear, you'll sign in to your contractor agreement. You'll submit a W-9 tax form, and they'll take care of all of the necessary accounts and system logins for you. Now, certification is involved. Prior to handling any of their customers, you'll need to successfully complete their client-sponsored certification. So the client pays for this. You don't have to pay for certification. It is done in a virtual environment and typically takes about 1 week. Now, after you've successfully completed certification, you'll have the knowledge and the confidence to start handling customers. And from that point forward, the experience that you'll have as an independent contractor with NextRep is going to be a little different. Again, you are not an employee, and NextRep is not your employer. You'll be your own boss. No one will tell you when to work or how much to work. You'll make those decisions for yourself. You'll have the ability to schedule your services, and you'll have much greater control over how much you earn. So everything you do will be done in this virtual environment through cloud-based systems, and you'll get to provide services from the comfort of your home. So these are just some testimonials that you can take a look at if you want at your own time. They do want you to have a quiet, distraction-free workspace, high-speed internet, noise-canceling headset. You will need 2 monitors and a reliable desktop or laptop computer. Now here you see the background check is $25, and that is something that you will take care of. But anything that you put out of pocket with regards to these type of roles, independent contractor roles, are tax deductible. You can claim all of this on your taxes, your internet cost, your cell phone cost, your equipment cost, anything like that. Anytime you're working independently, you can claim them on your taxes. You can even get certain tax deductions for working from home. Now, on average, you see here, independent contractors at NextRep can average anywhere, it's a big range here, $22,000 annually, upwards of $110,000. The average annual salary is about $82,000, but entry-level positions will typically only earn around $16 and change. So do be aware of that. But this is another opportunity to bypass the normal interview process, the normal hiring process, get certified, get to work, control your hours, and be able to have more freedom with your time. Next up is Omni Interactions. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I previously worked with Omni Interactions. I worked with them for about 8 months doing QuickBooks Desktop tech support. It was one of the toughest positions that I've ever had. I've never done tech support before, but I did get through it. and I learned a lot along the way. Now, what I really like about Omni, again, no interview process, and they do allow you to set your own schedule, and you can set your schedule in as little as 30-minute block increments. So what I would do is first part of the morning, I would work a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, and then I would log off some days and then get back on in the evening, because typically they were open anywhere between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So with Omni Interactions, they offer flexible remote contracts. You're able to set your own schedule, choose when and how much you work, which is always good. They offer competitive pay. Typically, they pay anywhere between $15 up to $20+ an hour. I know most times I was getting paid around $17 an hour. There were some days they offered incentives and I got paid over $20 an hour as well. Now, you're definitely working as an independent contractor, but they do have support for you. And they do offer you unlimited potential to grow professionally and to discover new strengths. So again, whenever a contract ends, you're always able to get back into another contract and be able to continue to work on the independent contractor basis. Omni Interactions does offer opportunities not just here in the U.S., but also in other countries as well, as you can see here. So you want to join in from your country, whichever one applies to you. Now, with Omni Interactions, they do offer phone, chat, or email support, and your pay does reflect your active time while you're helping customers. So again, you're going to get paid for your talk time. You can take a look at some of their testimonials. And if you're not really ready to join, you can also join their wait list and stay on top of other information like tips and success guides. But if you're wanting to get started right away, you'll go ahead and click the link to get started. Again, choose your country. Well, of course, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., but it's listed separately here. Mexico, Guatemala, Philippines. So let's go ahead and look at what's available in the U.S. since I am coming to you from the U.S. Now you see here, all you'll do is sign up, complete some questions and assessments, takes about 15 to 30 minutes, pick a contract, get signed up, complete all of the requirements, takes about 20 minutes up to 5 days. And once all that's done, you can get started working with Omni Interactions. Now, they currently have customer service rep opportunities paying up to $20 an hour. So let's see what's available here. Now, this is a customer service rep contractor position that's available. And as far as your schedule, you'll be working majority of your available hours during weekdays and the daytime, so really not any weekend work. Now, I did work on weekends from time to time just for extra pay, and sometimes they will offer that, but typically you'll work Monday through Friday. They give you information on the technology that you'll need, and of course, you'll need a quiet, distraction-free background. Now, here are the locations that are not approved for Omni Interactions for this particular contract. So make sure that your state is not listed because these are unapproved locations. Alaska, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Flagstaff, Arizona, Hawaii, Illinois, Michigan, Maine, Massachusetts, Maryland, Minneapolis, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Santa Fe, Mexico, St. Paul, Minnesota, Tucson, Arizona, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, and Washington, D.C. So unfortunately, if you're in any of those locations, this will not be an opportunity for you. But this is one of the opportunities they have listed on the site right now. Now, if that's not a right fit and if you are bilingual, then you can maybe take a look at the bilingual opportunities. But again, Omni Interactions is another outfit that allows you to take control of your time, work independently, pretty much being your own boss. Now, they will also ask you to pay for your own background check. And if there's a drug screen for the particular contract, you'll have to pay for that as well. These are all monies out of your pocket because you're considered your own business when you're working under these outlets. So don't think it's strange that they're asking you to pay for it. This is typical for these type of roles with places like Omni and Working Solutions and NextRep. So let's go on now to the last opportunity for today. Today's last opportunity is with Live Ops. Again, Live Ops is similar to all of the others already brought to you today. So it's just a matter of picking which one seems to be a better fit for you and your situation. They have opportunities in retail, tax support, healthcare, inbound sales, insurance sales, and customer service. Now, with Live Ops as an agent, here are the things that you're going to need in order to qualify. You do need to be at least 18 years of age or older. You will need a high school diploma or equivalent and be a resident of and authorized to work in the U.S. Now, here are the eligible states: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wyoming. So if you are in one of these states, then you are definitely eligible as long as you're 18 years of age or older with a high school diploma or equivalent. You'll also need the appropriate equipment to get set up. So make sure you take a look here as far as the minimum computer requirements that they require for these roles. You also will need a background check. And again, this is going to be something that you will be responsible for taking care of, and typically runs around anywhere between $20 upwards of $40. Now, with the telephone situation, that's going to be something that's connected through the browser, so you don't need to worry about having a dedicated phone line. You will need a headset, a noise-canceling USB headset, in order to be able to connect to customers. So what you want to do is to select the industry that you want to get into and go ahead and select it. And then once you select it, you can go ahead and apply to be a rep with Live Ops. Now, they do have calls for this particular role and sales 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So very, very flexible. You can set your hours around 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So if you're someone that's a night owl, or if you need early morning hours, whether you want to work weekends or weekdays, that just makes it that much more flexible for you. You'll get all of the details as far as your skills and experience that's needed to work in a sales role. But if sales is not your cup of tea, then you can take a look at customer service. Customer service, they'll give you the ins and outs of what's needed. And calls, again, are available 7 days a week. Now, this one has varying hours. They're not available 24 hours, but you'll be able to work on weekends or weekdays, whichever you prefer. Now, as far as insurance sales, if you want to get into that line of work, they have availability Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. And you'll need to work at least 10 hours or more a week. So just take a look at the skills and experience needed under each category, whether you choose healthcare, tax support, customer service, sales. Just make sure you look at all of the details. Now, with this one under healthcare, they're open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And you'll need to work at least 20 hours per week. So when you select the opportunity that you're interested in, you'll go ahead and click apply. You'll be able to see all of the current openings. And so you just go ahead and select the opening that you're interested in, complete the application. And of course, with this one, just like all of the others, there's going to be either certification or assessments that's necessary. You'll have to have appropriate equipment. And typically, they're going to pay similar to all of the others that we've discussed, starting anywhere from $15, $16 an hour, upwards to $20 an hour. So it really just depends on which one you are more drawn to. Okay, remote job seekers, those are the opportunities that I have for you that don't require the normal interview process. These are easier opportunities to get into, allow you full flexibility so you can really take control of your time, and be able to work more flexibly. Now, if you still didn't see something in the video that's interesting to you, be sure to check out some of my more recent videos and make sure you're staying subscribed to the channel. Make sure you do have all notifications turned on, and that way you don't miss any of my videos or any new leads. Thanks so much for joining me, and as always, and until next time, be blessed.